your daughter is probably still asleep, but she's doing okay. How's that, Randy?
KD8ZSH. Good morning, Jim. You're batting 1,000 this morning. Got Daisy and Heidi in my lap, and daughter Kathy's still sleeping, and she's doing okay. So I'm really pleased with looking at the temperature now. We're showing 50 here, so it's going to be a good day. Going to be a good day. Well, I hope it's going to be a good day for you, your wife, and everybody out there. Be safe, stay warm, stay well. Back to you, Jim.
All righty, Randy. Well, that's nice. Batting 1,000 once in a while is good. All righty. Well, we got to see what the critter department is doing down there. Tom, this here warm weather, hopefully they don't get rambunctious and get rid of all of their winter stuff yet. KA8MNT, WB8 BMW, are they behaving themselves down there, Tom?
WB8 BMW, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Jim, and everybody else that's there this morning. Yeah, they're behaving themselves. They got out yesterday and was strolling around a little bit. A couple of them were tidying up their little yards and trying to get a head start on spring, I think. But hopefully they won't be in for a rude awakening here in a week or two. But things are looking pretty good, and they're doing okay. So with that, we're going to turn everything back over to you, Jim. This is KA8MNT, back to WB8BMW.
Okay there, Tom. Yeah, I talked to my brother, and he went to the doctor and he got some shot in his knees and everything, but he was talking about his daughter. They're doing okay. So the whole family down there is doing okay. And if you see my niece, you tell her I said howdy. Alrighty. Well, I don't think the JAXs are back home yet. So we'll go down here to Mark. WB6 BJN WB8 BMW.
W8WKY.
Hey, good morning, Jim. Good morning to everyone on the Barometer Net or the pre-net. And good to hear everybody this morning on a warm morning in Tennessee. Let's go ahead and give you conditions here. 29.80 on the 0.4 on the barometer, and it's been falling. It's now steady. I think it's going to continue to fall, though, as we go through the day. 61.3 degrees, and I had to look at that twice. Earlier this morning, it was up to 62.1, and now it's 61.3, so it's dropped a little bit. We were warmer this morning than we were all day yesterday. Yesterday we were at like 58 degrees, and this morning we're over 60. That's warm air advection, folks. And we'll talk a lot about that because there could be some implications for severe weather for Ohio and parts of Tennessee on Thursday. We'll talk a little more about that later on with thunderstorms. So, but it's going to get cold again. And Sarah's doing good. She's got a bit of a headache this morning with the falling barometers, Jim. But some interesting weather coming up. It's kind of like fall spring. Back to you, sir, WB6BJ.
All righty, Mark. Well, good news on Sarah, And if she looks a little distressed, you get the cold compress and give her a little peck on the forehead, and everything will work out. Alrighty, and yeah, I got a funny feeling we get too excited about this warm weather, and Mother Nature's come and smack us in the behind, with some more snow and miserable weather. But hopefully she'll take it easy on us. Alrighty, well, let's go down and see if Ray and Fred is comfortable on the couch after their long walk. K5 CFY, WB8 VMW.
WB8 VMW, K5 CFY. Good morning, Jim, and all the netizens up there. Yeah, I think we're at 57 degrees, so anyway, it's pretty nice here. Fred is looking for June bugs or frogs or wampus kitties or whatever, but we haven't found nothing. So anyway, Fred's back asleep, so all is well here. Good to hear you, Jim. Thanks for doing the pre-net. We appreciate you. 73, wave a hand there at Miss Judy, and y'all have a great day there. And maybe you'll hear you on the Barometer Net today with Dustin and just Nick on the first hour, and I think I had the second hour. So be good to hear you, Jim, if you can make it. Catch you later. K5 CFY.
All righty, Ray. Well, we had a doctor's appointment yesterday. That went yesterday, but so far today we don't have anything, but you know how that goes. It could pop up anytime. All right, there was something I was going to say, but I can't store anything in my brain more than 5 minutes, and it falls out my ear or something. I don't know. But anyway, good to hear you and Fred there doing good. All righty, well, we'll drop down to LJ and see what he's got to say this morning. KB8 LJ, WB8 VMW.
Jim, KF5 SDR Jeanette, Grapevine.
Don't hear LJ this morning. Oh, well, maybe he's sleeping in a little bit. Let me see now. KAPMI. How about it, Phil? Are you at the office?
UVA, VMI, really, it's string this and the office. So I'm moving KAPMI.
Okay, Phil. Well, we got you in there, but you must be out mobiling around and like Mark dragging your antenna or something. But we heard you in there. All righty, Phil. Well, we'll get you in maybe tomorrow a little better. You can check into the official net a little bit later. All righty. Well, let me see. I got 3 minutes. So if anybody wants to jump in and say good morning, we got 3 minutes to burn up.
KI5SSR, Jeanette in Grapevine. Just hello, Jim and Jeanette.
KI5SSR, Jeanette and Mike. Good morning, Jeanette. Well, yeah. Your voice is a lot nicer to listen to than Mike, but if you're not there and Mike takes a phone, it's okay. So how you doing this morning, Jeanette?
Well, Jim, KI5SSR, I decided to sleep in, so Mike was definitely up way earlier than me by a few hours. I heard him get up, so he's an early riser, but there's days when I'm going to lay there just a little bit longer until my little gremlins come to wake me up that want food. Anyway, we have beautiful weather here grapevine, we're going to get a little cooler weather, I think, on Saturday. But, you know, it's still winter. And then we'll be 60s and 70s. Perfect weather. So just chilled in the morning, about 33 in the morning. So, anyway, that's as cold as I think as we're supposed to get. And I want to just say hello, and everybody watch your weather. Hello to Ray out there, I heard you. CFY, hello, Mark, and all the other netters here. KI5 SSR, and of course you, Mr. Jim, back to net.
All righty, Jeanette. Well, you take care. Yeah, and, well, I've always been an early riser. When I worked at the dairy, a lot of times they called me about 3 o'clock in the morning. A truck wouldn't start, so I'd grab my boots and my britches and away I'd go. And it's sort of stuck that way. All righty. Well, we only got about 45 seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and get Fred in here and pick up the beginning of it and get it all straightened out. It's not too messed up and didn't tell too many lies, did I, Bill? Hopefully, I didn't go out of bounds there. So WAAKOC, WB8 VMW. Are you ready to take and straighten out this mess I made? Fred, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Jim. Thanks for doing such a good job keeping the repeater warmed up and talking to all our friends before we start the net off. In actuality, CQ. This is WA8KOC, and I'm calling CQ for Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's Barometer Net. This is Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. The edition of the net is brought to you on Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's WAWKY repeater. Location for the repeater is Doylestown, Ohio. Frequency for the repeater is 147 Mark 390 megahertz, and the CTCSS code for the repeater is 114 Mark 8. It's a controlled net. All traffic should pass through net control, and all the emergency stations may break in as required. Good to be with you folks this morning. My name's Fred. I'm going to throw it over to our Sergeant-at-Arms, Jim, and congratulate him on one more morning of great operation prior to the net starting. Morning, Jim. How are you and Judy?
W8WKY.
Well, Fred, I went to the doctor yesterday and we were sort of worried. We weren't worried, but we never did know what Judy's A1C was. She never had any problems, diabetic-wise or anything. So while we were there, he said, well, I can check it, So mine is 7.2, and that's where they wanted it. And they come back with hers, and hers is 6.5. So she can eat an extra pootski, and I can't. I got to keep mine at an even keel there. Keep it around 7, so... All righty. Other than that, we got a clean bill of health for our age, and the aches and pains and the creaks and pops in our bones is normal for our age, so we're doing okay. Good Lord, put us on this earth, and He'll take us off whenever He gets good and ready, and our job is done. So, Fred, we'll turn it back to you and everybody out there. Stay safe, stay well, be careful. And as Ash Wednesday, and got to thank the man that made it all possible. WBA VMW, back to net.
Well said, Jim, and God bless our nation and the amateur radio community for being able to enjoy stuff like this. You take good care of yourself and have a wonderful Wednesday on your end. I think you'll get some more porch time today. I think I saw 46 or 47 degrees currently, and it's going to go up from there, but we might have a little bit of moisture. And if we incur that, oh well, so be it. Take care, Jim. 7-3, I will talk to you soon. Great to be here with everybody this morning. Any stations that are short-time mobile or outlanders who would like to check in with me, Love to hear from you. Good morning, all. WA8KOC.
Victor, Mike Mobile.
Short time.
This is Kilo Julia 5 Delta India Tango. This is Matthew of Arkadelphia. Good morning.
Kilo 8 Charlie Whiskey Sierra K8 CWS Corbin in Columbus. In and out this morning. Good morning, everybody. 73s.
WA8KOC. This is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8 SLG. Nick, short time.
KC1 BQS.
Hotel Alpha Golf. Tim, KD8 HAG, Mobile, and route to Cleveland. I'll be in and out.
Whiskey 8 Sierra Tango Uniform Stu, Chardon, Ohio, Mobile.
KC1 VQS, short time.
KE8 H&K Mobile, in and out.
Charlie 8 November Oscar Victor, KC8 NOV Mark Portable 6-Well, in and out.
KI5 SSR short time, Jeanette.
November 8 Juliet Kilo Oscar Joe and Willoughby. Short time.
At the bottom of your list, Fred, KCFQV on this round.
Kilo India 5, Zulu Zulu, KI5OZZ, The Oz, Batesville, Indiana. I'm going to be in and out. Good morning, Fred.
Net control. November 3, Kilo, Golf, Delta, and 3, KGD Mobile, in and out, Asheville County.
Alpha 8 Charlie Tango. Short time, Fred. Good morning, and how's Brother Fred doing today?
Fabulous job, one and all, for the minimal collisions that we had there. I think I picked everybody out. I'm not going to go through everybody, but I'm going to recognize our in and out stations real quick. Corbin, K8 CWS. I got you, Corbin. You have a great day down there in Columbus. We'll look forward to talking to you soon. KD8 HAG, Tim, out in Litchfield, Mobile, in and out. Tim, thanks. We'll talk to you soon, 7-3. KE8 HNK and KC8 NOV. Elmer and Marty, both of you are marked in and out. Thanks for checking in with us. We really sincerely appreciate that. Have a great day. Wonderful Wednesday. KI5OZZ, Ms. Nancy, I got you marked in and out. Maybe I'll get a chance to hear you on the radio a little bit later today or this evening. Take good care of yourself, and thanks for being here with us. Hopefully things are going well over in Batesville. And Nick, N3KGD, I got you marked in and out, Nick. Thanks for checking in with us. Appreciate it. We'll look forward to talking to you in the near future. 7-3. KE8SFS. Mark, I heard you. Short time. Good morning. How are you doing? Over to you.
Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm just checking in to say hello. In about an hour or so, I got to leave to go to church in Ash Wednesday. I'm not going to be playing chess today. I already checked our club, and he say, okay, he'll see me next week. But out of that, that's pretty much it on that. We're going to have a beautiful day today. Supposed to get up to 61 degrees, and well, we're supposed to get a little rain. I don't know if that's going to happen. But with that, I'll get it back to you, Fred. Kia 8, Sir Foxtrot, sir.
All right, Mark, thanks for being here with us this morning. Have a good service for Ash Wednesday. And sorry you don't play chess today, but there's always next week and all those games you can play online. Take good care of yourself. 7-3, I'll talk to you soon. KD8SLG, just Nick. Morning, pal. Short time this morning. You okay? WA8KOC.
WA8KOC, this is KD8SLG. Good morning, Fred, and all the Barometer Net. Just wanted to jump in here this morning before I run out of radio contact and remind everybody it's Wednesday. So we've got the Board and Breaker Net this afternoon from 1 to 3 right here on WAWKY. And then tonight we've got the Beacon Net at 10 o'clock. Early check-ins start at 9:30. There's some other nets peppered in there, but Mark will probably tell us about them. Thanks for getting me in there, Fred. We'll catch you later on. Everyone, don't forget there's a meeting tomorrow night. It's KD8SLG, back to net control. Affirmative, Nick. All right, thanks for being in here with us. Hopefully you're going to have a wonderful Wednesday on your end. There is a meeting tomorrow night. Nominations for elections for the club for the next year. And you got my text a little bit ago, a couple days ago. You take care of yourself. Be safe. I'll look forward to talking to you soon. 7-3, buddy. KC1VQS, Paul, I know why you're in here early in short time this morning. You're going on a road trip to do some snowmobiling, and I'm jealous. Over to you.
Yeah, good morning, Fred, and thank you for taking my early check-in. I'm very close to getting my gear together and heading out. I have an hour drive to get over to my friend's house, and then we're heading off into the Maine woods and mountains. Hopefully the trails will be great today. It's going to be in the mid-30s, so it looks like a decent day to be traveling, and it's sunny, so this is probably going to be a good ride. You get to this time of year, and you never know how much more time you've got with good snow conditions, so we're going to grab today and enjoy it. So hopefully I'll have some tales next week when we got. And again, thank you for taking my early check-in. This is KC1VQS. Back to you, Fred. 7-3.
Paul, 7-3 to you. You have a wonderful, enjoyable snowmobile ride this afternoon. I got a feeling it's going to be great. You'll have some stories to tell us next week. All the best to Sandra, and I guess your pup is going to take a trip to get some puppy sitting in. So hopefully that goes well. Take good care of yourself. I look forward to talking to you next week. 7-3, buddy. Let me see here. KI5 SSR. Good morning, Jeanette. Good to hear you. How are things down in Grapevine? WA8KOC.
W8WKY.
Grapevine is 60 degrees right now. We'll get into the 70s later. Would love to be out fishing. Hope to be soon. It's great when there's not a lot of wind out there. But besides that, having a good day. Just want to jump in. Hello to the Oz out there and everybody else. KI5 SSR, have a wonderful day.
Okay, Jeanette, we're running right through all your check-ins, but it's good to hear you. I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday. And, thank you just for taking the time to be in here with us. I heard you chatting with Jim a little before the net. Take good care of yourself. 7-3 to you. NHJKO, good morning, Joe. Good to hear you. How are things up on the North Coast in Willoughby?
Good morning, Net Control. Good morning, everybody on the net. This is NHJKO. Well, I got 49 degrees, and that's definitely an improvement over 20 from a couple weeks ago, so counting my blessings. Got to take the XYL out for an exam. She's got to be up at the facility by 8:30, so not going to be able to hang around for a while, but I will send it back to Net Control with best wishes to everyone. Please take care. God bless them. 7-3. NHJKO, back to Net Control.
Joe, God's blessings right back at you, and I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll look forward to talking to you next week, but it's always good to have you in here with us. And this weather is going to be pretty easy to tolerate after having 0 or below 0 temperatures the last couple weeks. 7-3, Joe. AA8CT, Brother Craig, good morning. Good to hear you. I have not heard Phil, KE8YUG, and John, WATD, getting thin on the skin here with our Masonic brethren. Good morning. Over to you. How are you doing, pal?
Oh, goodness. Try that again. WA8KOC. Good morning, Brother Fred. Well, I talked to Brother John on the phone the other night, so he is doing okay. I just don't know that he's getting up as early as he once was, but if he is, I'm sure he'll check in. To all the Barometer Netters, have a wonderful day. This is Ash Wednesday, so blessings to all. And, you know, we're so lucky to have this warm break for just even a couple of days to help set our minds straight and make us look forward to spring. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to you. Take care, Brother Fred. Hopefully, I think we discussed that you're maybe not going to be able, you're going to be able to meet the meeting tomorrow night, but if not, we'll definitely talk again tomorrow morning. Take care. AA8CT back to WAAKOC. Take care, my brother. Be well, and 73s to all the Barometer Netters.
All right, Craig. Thanks for being here with us. Yeah, I won't be able to make the meeting tomorrow because we have a special church function, but I'll be there next month for sure for our election night. You take care of yourself. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Be safe yourself. Always glad to have a chance to have a QSO with you. Next month it'll be an eyeball, unless we get together before that. Take care of yourself. 7-3, Craig. KD8VMM. Good morning, Brian. Sorry to skip over you, but there are so many short-timers in here. How are you doing this morning? It's good to have you.
Hey, good morning, Fred, and everybody on the net. Yeah, everything's good on my end. 46 degrees, overcast skies, roads are damp, so pretty much close to what it was yesterday, so a little warmer, though. Not much going on, heading up to Stowe, doing jobs, and see what happens after that. It's supposed to get a little bit of rain, but that'd be good. Wash some of the salt off the roads and stuff. So. Have a good one. Talk to you next week. KVMM, and I'll be clear.
Brian, if I was mechanically inclined, I think right about now I'd be owning a car wash because everybody and their brother's getting their car washed and then turn around the next day and it's still just as dirty. They got to go again. It's a vicious cycle. You have a good time. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Hope the stove job isn't too hard. I'll look forward to talking to you soon, pal. 7-3. Let me see here. What have I got? W8STU. Stu, good morning. How's your drive going? WA8KOC for the net.
Good morning, Fred, and the rest of the net. By golly, I didn't know if I made it through this morning. There was such a pile-up. It's like working Rare DX. But I actually have just pulled in to work, so perfect timing. And getting ready to back up to my spot here in a second, so I won't hold it. I hope everybody has a great wacky Wednesday and the rest of the week. And hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. That 73, Big A to the ladies. Until we talk again, God bless everyone. Back to net control. The best to you, Mobile.
Okay, Stu, I appreciate your patience. Glad I got a chance to get you in here before you had to walk into work. Whatever you do, make it a wonderful Wednesday. I'll look forward to talking to you next week. And, yeah, just enjoy this warmer weather we've got going on. Hope it's just as nice out there in the Painesville, Chardon area as it is here. 7-3. KJ5DIT, good morning, Matt. How you doing? WA8KOC.
I'm doing fine. The kids are starting to wake up. We got school today. Daniel came home. He's doing well. At least much better. Nana's not though. It looks like they hit her, so We're going to let her sleep and try to get some rest, especially over the last few days. It's going to be beautiful Wednesday. You're going to have a good day. Kids are going to enjoy themselves. You all have a wonderful last Wednesday. 73.
Matthew, a blessed Ash Wednesday to you and everybody else joining us in here this morning. Appreciate you being with us. You take good care of yourself. Enjoy the day out there in Arkadelphia. And I'll talk to you in the near future, I'm sure. 7-3. I think that brings me down to Mark. KC8FQV, WA8KOC.
FQV. Well, the 39's got 3 other machines hooked to it. The 39's the originator of the Barometer Net. Yep, Newberry's 147.015 is going, as you know. The 146.700 is connected. I just looked at the dashboard, and the 147.21 is connected out in Worcester there. But yeah, there's all kinds of nets today besides the 3. Tonight at 7 o'clock is the Illyrian net, the Food net. 8 o'clock, the Worcester group has their net. We have a QCWN, the 015 machine up there in Newberry. And the Cars group in Cleveland has their net on, it moved from 9 to 8. So they have their net on 147.82. And of course and then I go into, there's a net out on Allstar AM group. But yeah, there's plenty of nets throughout the day. Yeah, look at NetLogger. You can find all these nets on NetLogger. And if you don't have NetLogger on a computer, use ragchew.app on a browser. So, hey, Fred, thanks. Yeah, I'm going to be getting going doing things. So we'll send it back to Net Control, Fred, KC8FQV.
W8WKY.
All right, Mark. Enjoy the nets. Enjoy Radio Wednesday. Hopefully it'll be a good one for you. Say 7-3 and talk to you later on. I'm looking at my list here. I don't think I've missed anybody. Anyone else for the Barometer Net? Good morning, everyone. WA8KOC on this end.
November 8th, Whiskey Sugar, Bill in New London.
Sierra, Zulu, Chris and Ravenna, in and out.
November 8th, Mike Kilo Romeo, N8MKR, John Mobile.
Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, Tom in Canton.
Kilo Echo 8, Kilo Oscar, K8QKO, Nick at Akron Mobile.
Turn 8 Gulf with Greg Wadsworth, in and out.
Our Wadsworth station just checked in. The signal was broken. Could you give me a call sign again? I should know your voice, but I'm sorry, I forgot.
Sure, no problem. Kilo, Charlie, 8 Gulf Whiskey, KC8GW, Greg Wadsworth.
Memories jogged. Thanks, Greg. Got you marked in and out.
Fred,
Thanks for being here.
WB,
Who else?
BJN with your weather today.
K8 PMI, Kilo 8 Papa Mike India. Phil, I'm going to be in and out, Fred. 73, everybody.
Please copy November 7, Victor Alpha November, N7 VAN. In and out today, Fred, 73.
WA GXX, in and out. Have a great one, Fred.
Please copy Kilo 8 Uniform Indian Falcon.
November 8, Bravo Alpha Yankee, N8 BAY, Ralph in Stowe.
November 8th, Victor Foxtrot Kilo, N8 VFK, Cliff Columbia Station.
Alpha
Alpha Delta 8 Papa Juliet AD8PJ Al in Solon.
That was a nice, quick way to fill up a page. I think I got everybody except there was a collision with John, KE8UIB. The other station I heard after him was Ralph, N8BAY. The station that collided with KE8UIB before N8BAY, would you please re-identify for me so I can get you on the log? The station may have been in and out, so I know I've got a couple of mobiles here and some people that are trying to get going. First one I heard was N8MKR. John, good morning. How are things with you this morning? You're sounding good. Pretty happy.
Yeah, I'm glad to be alive. It's a good day to be alive on. It is a glorious day. I wouldn't call it beautiful skies, but, just on my way to work, working at Ridgefield today. And that's all I've got. Wish everybody a fantastic day. Take care, N8MKR.
Good enough, John. Take good care of yourself. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Hope the work up in Ridgefield goes real easy for you today. We'll look forward to talking to you in the near future. And when we get some weather breaking here in mid to late March, I'll give you a holler and we'll get a bike ride in if you'd like. 7-3, pal. I have Johnny, KE8UIB, WA8KOC. Are you and Lori okay this morning? Over to you.
WA8KOC from KE8UIB along with KF8DTP. Good morning, Fred, everybody out there on the net.
Good morning, Fred, and everybody out there on the net.
All right. Actually, we're doing pretty good on this wonderful Wednesday morning, and I was doing the drive to work. We are running a few minutes late, and there's a lot of traffic this morning, but hey, we're still having a good time with it. We're playing radio, so hey, you can't go wrong there. And, it's kind of nice on her day off yesterday. She got to play Simplex with me on the way home, and another ham, so that was really, really a nice time. With that, Fred, I just want to say Lori and I do have the Maslin Net on Friday night, and we're actually running it from the Club Shack, so it should be a hilarious time. But with that, you guys, this is KE8UIB along with KF8DTP, living $5 dream, nickel at a time, 7-3, y'all.
All right, John, Lori, whatever you do, have a wonderful Wednesday, good day at work. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Nice work on the contact last night, Simplex. I don't know how far away from home you were, John, and I don't know who the other station was involved with you two. Good job, guys. Whatever you do, take good care of yourselves. I'll look forward to Friday evening checking in with you, at least checking in. Maybe in and out, but we'll see. Take care of yourself. 7-3. Talk to you folks soon. WB6BJN. No, hold on. Mark, I'm going to have to put you off for just a second. I know Nick's out there, and he said he was mobile, I believe. KE8QKO. This is WA8KOC saying good morning, and WB6BJN, you're on deck.
K8QKO. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, everybody on the net. I didn't make it in last Wednesday. I don't think I did. So I figured I'd hop in and say hello today. Just back to the regular schedule for school, dropping the boy off. We were driving out Arlington, looking up, and he's asking about the Canadian bombers flying in the D formation and how they maintain that. And I said, well, they just kind of do. It's their instinct. But, yeah, we chased them down the road a little bit, thankfully behind them, so not under them because, that's how that goes. But it's that time of year, things are going back up north, and the weather is changing for the better. So I enjoy it. Anyway, with that, Fred, I'll pass it back to you, KE8QKO.
Nick, thanks for being in here with us this morning. When you get to talk to your young gentleman a little bit later, let him know that if he cares to go ahead and buy the licenses and go out in the fields with the decoys and wait for the geese to come in, once he shoots one, if you take the 2 huge loaves of meat out of the breast and smoke them, they taste really good smoked meat. And you can take the hocks off and shave the meat off the hocks and make barbecued goose sandwiches. I thought barbecued pork was good, but boy, I was wrong. Take good care of yourself, Nick. 7-3, and I'll talk to you soon. WB6BJN, WA8KOC. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Fred. Fred, stop it, man. You're making me hungry. That sounds good. Smoked meat. Ooh, boy, does that sound good. Hey, great to hear from you this morning, buddy. Sounding good this morning. Let's talk about the weather here a little bit. Currently, 29.81.0 on the barometer, and it is steady right now. It's been falling most of the night. Temperature, 61.5 degrees. We are warmer now, Fred, here in this part of Tennessee than we were all day yesterday. The temperature kept rising through the night, and we're up to 61.5, and it's just it's crazy. It's incredible. And the last gentleman said, "Yep, the weather is getting better. However, do not get used to this because it's going to turn colder over the weekend and also tomorrow. You have to be real careful. There could be some record-breaking high temperatures in Ohio, parts of Tennessee, Kentucky, and with good warm air advection and colder air trying to slide in on the backside from the north, that sets up a boundary, and we could be in for some severe thunderstorms, even in parts of Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, clear into Illinois. This could potentially be an interesting day, so you might want to have ways of listening for updated severe weather information, and that can happen with the nice weather. There's always sometimes a price tag to pay. Let me take a break.
W8WKY.
Once that gets through, and hopefully everybody will be safe and no tornadic activity or anything with that, it'll slide through. We certainly pray that that doesn't happen. Then the colder, more stable air gets in. There could be some snow over the weekend. Yeah, it could come back. Could get down into the teens and 20s. Fortunately, that could be short-lived because low pressure continues along the west coast of California. They've been buried in snow. In fact, there was an avalanche in northern California that buried about 6 people, but they got them out safely, I guess. And they're having one of the worst winters on record out there with 6 to 8 feet of snow and more storms lined up for the west coast. So eventually it will warm up again next week. But we got to be careful by the end of the month because high pressure could build back into the west, and then guess what? That would cause colder air back in the east and the Midwest and maybe the south again around the 1st of March. We'll see how that all works out, and pay attention to any severe weather that might come up over the next 24 to 36. Other than that, Fred, I hope everybody has a blessed day. Back to you, sir. WB6DJ.
Okay, Mark. Well, listen, you take good care of yourself. Appreciate your report. We'll look forward to some colder temperatures here at the end of the week, starting next week. Can't get away from it just yet. Take care of yourself. 7-3, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm going to get back up near the top here where I started. N8WS, the National Weather Service. Hi, Bill. How are you?
WA8KOC in the group, N8WS. Hey, I thought you forgot me there, Fred. I didn't think I got in. I think I got trampled on. Anyway, I can see I could see the tower light when I get up this morning, but it's gone now. And I see a lot of clouds coming this way, so I think the rain is headed our direction. Air quality index this morning is 46. That's in the good range. Tropical is at a 0. I got 50 degrees. Humidity 80%, wind speed south at 9, barometer 2974, 2.44 degrees, visibility 10 miles. Nah, not anymore. prediction for today is rain, mainly before 1 p.m. High near 60. South winds 11 to 17, becoming west in the afternoon. Wind could gust as high as 29 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation is 90%. Let's see here. New precipitation amount of less than 1/10 of an inch is possible, depending on where you live, of course. My sunrise 7:15, my sunset 6:05. Length of day 10 hours 49 minutes. Getting longer every day. Solar flux indices at 122. Sunspot number 51. A is 11. K is 2. Geomagnetic field is quiet. No east skip predicted. Spaceweather.com. Twilight lunar occultation. Occultation. There it goes. When the sun sets on Wednesday, February 18th, go outside and look west. Mercury and the crescent moon will be extremely close together. And low in the twilight sky. Across at least 10 southern U.S. states, the moon will eclipse the occult, the planet producing a photo op of a rare beauty. And the sunspot report from Mars. I don't know why they do that, but they do. There's a pretty neat picture there, too. It's a good article. If you've got time, take a look. Currently, there's only 4 sunspots on the sun this morning. That's about it for me. Back to you, Fred. WA8KOC in the group, 7-3, everyone. Have a great day. Thanks, WS.
Affirmative, copy all that, Bill. Thank you. Thank you for being in here with us. Always good to hear you. I try not to miss anybody, and unless I take the time, the added extra time, which will bother getting other people in here when they want to be in here, to go through all the check-ins that come in, just to make sure you guys know I heard you. It, in my opinion, is time wasted for those who want to be on the air. So I usually hear you. If I question, I'll give it on the air. You take good care of yourself. Best to you and Judy. Have a good rest of your week. I'll talk to you next week. 7-3. KC8SBZ. Chris out in Ravenna was in and out. Chris, if you're still listening, have a good one. KA8MNT. My pal Tom is in here, and I'll bet you he's got some humor for us. Take it away, Tom. WA8KOC here.
WA8KOC. This is KA8MNT. Good morning, Fred, and everybody else that is out there this morning. Well, it is cloudy outside, but we're at 51 degrees, yay, with a 1 mile an hour wind, and we haven't had any rain in the last 24 hours. Our barometer, excuse me, excuse me. Our barometer is sitting at 29.69. Today's high is going to be 55, cloudy with a 37% chance of rain. So that's what we've got to look forward to today down here in Canton. And should be pretty good to get out and do something as far as that goes. Excuse me a minute. Sorry about that. Seems like I have a frog in my throat this morning for some stupid thing. It's probably getting back at me for all, you're talking about all the critters and everything. Who knows? Anyhow, tonight's the Canton Club meeting, and of course tomorrow night is the Sarah Club meeting, so we can go from there and see what's going on in the ham radio world. And I've taken up enough time, so I'm going to grab a quick nickel. K8MNT back. How do you know if your dog is lazy. He only chases parked cars. And with that, I want to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. Keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to the Hump Day NCO, WA8KOC.
2 days at the bottom of the barrel. That's okay. That was cute, Tom. That's a clean one you can tell your kids, and there's no kind of working to think about it. Thanks for being in here with us, as always. Best to you and Linda. I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday, and I look forward to talking to you in the near future. 7-3, buddy. Information from Kerry, WACTM's weather station around here in the corner from you in Porter's Lakes, Long Lake. 49.1 degrees currently, 44.5 for the dew point, no wind to speak of yet. 29.69 on the barometer, 84% humidity, sunrise 7:18, and sunset 6:04. Gas prices in this area of Akron. BP, quarter of Waterloo and Manchester, $2.69 a gallon. Arco over in East Avenue, $2.79 a gallon. Marathon East Avenue, $2.79 a gallon. Circle K East Avenue, $2.79 a gallon. I think everybody's following suit. So rather than pick your price, you can pick your name. Back to the list here so we don't miss anybody. K8PMI was in and out. Phil, if you're still listening, have a good one. And 7VAN, Brian was also in and out. Thanks, Brian, if you're still listening. And my pal Tom, WA8GXX over in Norton, was in and out also. Thank you, folks, for being in here with us. We appreciate it. N8BAY, Ralph, good morning. How are things in Stowe? WA8KOC.
W8WKY.
WA8KOC, this is N8BAY. Good morning, Fred, and everyone listening. Oh, things here are warm. It's kind of nice to get up to 48 degrees with an outside temperature. Just spent a little time down in the shop doing some sanding this morning. Got that done. I'm going to be going to do my WinLink emails this morning. It's WinLink Wednesday. That shouldn't take very long, half hour or so to get them done. I think we're going to pick up a couple of the grandkids from school today. Their mom and dad have some things going on, so we'll pick them up. And I think that's about it. Should be a relatively easy, relaxing day. Anyway, I hope everyone has a great day, great rest of their week. WA8KOC, this is N8BAY, back to net control. 73 all.
Ralph, appreciate your presence here with us this morning. Thank you for being in here with us. Glad to know that the WinLink emails won't take all that long. Enjoy the grandkids while you got them. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun this afternoon and this evening. Take good care of yourself. Hopefully I'll talk to you next week. 7-3, buddy. N8VFK, good morning, Cliff. What's new over in Columbia Station?
WA8KOC and N8VFK. Good morning, Fred, and all the listeners. A little message to Tom, MNT. You're not supposed to swallow the whole frog, just the legs. Hi. Let's see, here in Columbia Station, it's 50 degrees. I got 44-degree dew point, 81% humidity, 29.70 on the barometer, slowly falling. Looking at the radar map, there's a little bit of rain coming in. Looks like it's going to be fairly light. This morning, I read an article in relationship to the snowfall out in the western mountains in the Sierra Nevada area. There was an avalanche yesterday out in Tahoe area with in a group of guided skiers got caught up in it, and as of this morning, they had rescued 6 and there are 9 missing. So thoughts and prayers to those folks, and hopefully they get all that, they find them and they're okay. Listening to Paul over there in Maine, I'm jealous. As a long-time snowmobiler, I sold my equipment shortly after my wife passed away, but I kept all my gear. Like scuba diving, it's all in your gear. I've always wanted a snowmobile out in the Maine and Vermont areas, New Hampshire areas, with all the mountains and the forest trails. It's got to be just absolutely beautiful. And even though I know he's not, he's already on the road, there's one saying we always had in snowmobiling: there is no center line, but the right side is mine. Back over to you, Fred. WAKOC and ABFK 73s, everybody.
Cliff, I'll join with you. I'm Charles, too. And that's a good saying as far as snowmobilers are concerned. You take good care of yourself. Appreciate your presence here this morning. And, yeah, the gear really means a lot when you're talking about snowmobiling, skydiving, scuba diving. Take care, pal. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully. 7388PJ. Good morning, Al. You're in here from Solon area. How are things over there? WA8KOC for the net.
WA8KOC, this is AD8PJ. Things are going really good here in Solon. Good morning to you, Fred. Good morning to everybody else on the net. It's 45 degrees and cloudy. And I'm just looking forward to going to Ash Wednesday Mass today and getting the Lenten season started off right. And with that, I'll send it back to Net Control. This is AD8PJ.
Good deal, Al. Enjoy the service today. Happy Ash Wednesday to you also. Whatever you do, make it a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll look forward to talking to you next time. 7-3. That's the bottom of my list again. I don't think I missed anybody on that pass round. Anyone else for the Barometer Net? WA8KOC looking for more check-ins.
KF8FIT, Uniontown, in and out.
WA8KOC, this is Kilo Echo 8 Victor Quebec X-Ray, KE8VQX, Joe in Akron.
EW down, checking in this morning. Hope I'm not in a collision again.
Alpha Bravo 8, Mike Oscar, AB8MO Mobile.
Copy, November 8 X-Ray, November Victor, name is Chef and I'm mobile.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Lima Alpha, KF8 ELA, Zach in Dalton, mobile.
Kilo 4 Oscar Golf, K4OD, Park in Copley.
Kilo Echo 8 Victor Oscar X-Ray, KE8 VOX, Scott and Vermilion.
Nicely done, one and all. I think I got everybody. This round I'm going to give you who I got so I don't miss anyone. I copied KF8FIT in and out. KD8ZSH, K8AGW Pops, I gotcha. KE8VQX, AB8MO Mobile, N8XNV Mobile, KF8ELA Mobile, K4OG, Mark, good to hear you, buddy, and KE8VOX, Scott, congratulations, you're number 42 on the list this morning, the answer to life, the universe, and everything. I'm going to be right back to you, but I'm going to get our mobiles in here so I don't miss them. I don't want to miss any of these guys. Just to say good morning to them all. AB8MO, Andrew, are you behaving yourself?
WA8KOC Net, this is AB8MO Mobile. Trying to. I've been off the last 2 weeks. Things have been so terribly slow at work that we've been working reduced hours, and so I don't know where this most prosperous economy we've ever had in the United States in the history of our country has happened, but it hasn't made word to my company yet. So I've been certainly praying that business will tick up. So it's an unwanted vacation, but that's the kind of way it goes. So I'm hoping by next week things will be a little bit better. I'm planning to return on a Monday, so I'm actually headed to Chick-fil-A. I wanted to haven't been there in a while, and thought I'd get some breakfast over there. It's roads are wet here in Auburn Township, and 45 degrees. So snow is almost gone up here. There's still snow, but I'd say it's about 85, 90% gone at this point, and it's just the mud you see now. That's all I got. Back to you there, Fred. WA8KOC from AB8MO Mobile.
All right, Andy. Well, first of all, sorry to hear about the lags of work at your work QTH. I'm sure it'll pick up. Hopefully the people at the helm there will be soliciting and marketing business so you can get back to work real quick. And who knows, there may be an issue where it's volume dated, so you may be working overtime to catch up, who knows. And my wife and I are Chick-fil-A fans, Christian company owned by Christians, and they hire Christians. And good food, not bad breakfast. Enjoy. You take care of yourself. I'll talk to you soon, and say 7-3 to you. KF8FIT, Bob over in Uniontown was in and out. Oh, we got some more mobiles here. Sorry. N8XNV, Jeff. Good morning. How are you? WA8KOC.
W8WKY.
WKC in the net. This is November at X-Ray November, Vic. Good morning, everyone. Beautiful 48 degrees in the truck this morning. I'm on Grafton Eastern Road by 252 area. Headed up to Valley City, do some work there this morning. Like I said, it's 48 degrees in the truck. Got cloudy skies, and I think that's about it. Everyone have a safe day, and be careful. November 8, X-Ray November, Victor, back to net.
Jeff, glad I got a chance to say good morning to you. I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday. Drive safe on the way down to Valley City. And I'll look forward to talking to you next time. Have a good rest of your week, buddy. 7-3. KF8ELA. Good morning, Zach. Over to you. How are you?
WA8KOC in the net. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, everyone. This is KF8ELA. Let's see. We're headed down Route 30 here. Traffic is a little heavier than normal, but still flowing nicely. We've got just a very light sprinkle going on here in cloudy skies, but heading on into work. And let's see, we're loaded in for an event today. Event's tomorrow morning, early in the morning, so I will probably miss the net tomorrow. And yeah, I think we're going to try and make a trip to DX Engineering this afternoon after we're done setting up. It's always good to visit them and look around a bit. But anyway, I will send it back to net. This is KF8ELA.
All right, Zach. Well, I hope you've been saving up, because every time I go over to DX Engineering, it hurts. And I take home some little candy surprises, but it's not cheap. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Good luck on the presentations tomorrow. 7-3. I do believe that handles all the mobiles so far. KD8ZSH Randy, good morning. Good to hear you. How are you and the pups doing? And the missus? And your daughter? I did not hear Randy say he was in out. KD8ZSH, are you still with us, Randy? Perhaps Randy will pop back in with a recheck, hopefully. KE8VQX. Morning, Joe. How you doing? WA8KOC for the net.
WA8KOC, this is KE8VQX. Good morning, Fred. Sorry, I got tangled up. I'm trying to use a different radio, and microphone cable's all tangled up with a headset that I haven't been using. Anyway, I'm kind of stooped over at the chair. It's kind of goofy looking. Anyway, not much going on. Got a little airplane out yesterday, so that was good. And today I'm going to be just starting the preparations for getting out of town again, washing the clothes, folding them up, put them in the suitcase, that sort of thing. Anyway, thanks for getting me in, Fred. This is KE8VQX, back to WA8KOC.
Joe, I'm glad I got a chance to say good morning to you before you left town again. And glad that the flight yesterday afternoon was enjoyable. I saw quite a bit of sunlight yesterday afternoon, and it must have been a beautiful flight. You take good care of yourself. Be safe on the way out of town tomorrow. I'll look forward to talking to you next time. 7-3. K8AGW Pops, good morning. How are you and Mama Fran doing? I'm so glad I got a chance to talk to you again this morning. Over to you.
Hey, everybody, from K8AGW here, and glad you pulled me out of the traffic. It's good to hear all the traffic in there, but we made it, and thanks for the call there. And the furnaces here in QTH is being able to rest a little bit. I was working overtime. I was kind of worried about it, but it was keeping us warm, so it was all well. Alma Fran and I got out yesterday and played catch up there. A lot of chores we had to let go because it wasn't safe for us to get out with ice and low normal temperatures. So we welcome normal temperature here, and hope everybody stays well, stays safe, and we don't need any of that excess coal, that's for sure. And I haven't heard, but maybe Scott will fill us in. I hope there was no casualties out on the lake with the ice shanties and so on. They pulled the shanties off, but I understand before things started happening because it was defrosting out. We had some open water here along with ice and everything. The old man went down and checked it out. We didn't get on the ice, but we eyeballed it there. So glad to hear your buddy made his catch there. So the wind must have come out of the west. With that, 73, everybody, have a wonderful Wednesday. And with that, stay well, stay safe. And with that, 73 from K8AGW back to net control.
Pops, I'm so glad I got a chance to say good morning to you this morning again. And, these temperatures aren't so shabby, especially for midwinter. You and Mama Fran take good care of yourselves. Yeah, my buddy Jerry asked last week, he says, hey, you know what? We'll get on the ice this next week, and, you only got to walk about 2 miles out Nickel Plate, and we'll slam the walleye. And I said, we'll see what my foot says, what my doctor says about my foot. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have to really bless the Lord. I'm telling you, if there'd have been ice, I'd have had to tell him, sorry, can't do it. But now that the ice is thinning, don't want to be unsafe. Pops, take good care of yourself. 7-3 to you. Hopefully you and Mama Fran will have a wonderful Wednesday, a good Ash Wednesday. K4OG, the original gangsta. Mark, I am glad I got a chance to say good morning to you. I owe you some Asian deviled eggs. I won't be able to be at the meeting tomorrow night, but I'll catch you in March. How's that? WA8KOC for the net. K4OG, you're up.
WA8KOC, K4OG. Good morning, Fred. Fred, you don't owe me no Asian deviled eggs, because, guess what? I already ate up those candy pecans I brought back. Fred, I'm testing out the EchoLink over here. Still kind of a little garbly on my end. Don't know about your end. Sorry we're going to miss you at the meeting, but I'm glad you got your proxy vote in. That's awesome. And want to wave a hand to Zach out at ELA Zach. If he goes to DX Engineering, maybe he can take a picture of the bargain shelf and put it on the Discord. That's pretty cool. I just despise paying retail and try to find a bargain. And if I can't, my other fallback is, well, better get it now because it's just going to go up. All right, Fred, you have a good day, sir. We'll talk to you later. K4OG back to WA8KOC.
Mark, I'll miss the candied pecans, but there's no reason I can't pass a couple of Asian deviled eggs off to you without charge. I agree with you. I'm a poor old soul. I tight. I squeak when I walk. So I try to find the best price all the time. That's the way we are. That's the way we're molded. Take good care of yourself. Wonderful Ash Wednesday to you. Stay safe. I'll talk to you soon. KE8VOX Scott, again, number 42 this morning. The answer to life, the universe, and everything. Congratulations, and how are things out in Vermilion? WA8KOC for the net.
W8WKY.
Good morning, Fred. Good morning, all the listeners. KE8VOX, Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie in Vermilion, Ohio. Well, Fred, I don't think you have to worry about walking 2 miles out from Nickel Plate today. I got about a half mile of ice, and then it's open water, and then that pressure ridge we had is out past that, and I can't see beyond that, so I don't know if it's open water behind that pressure ridge or not, but there's a big old space of open water. And I've been seeing they're starting to lose a few vehicles there up there at Catawba State Park there in Port Clinton. Went through the ice. I don't know if it's from them parking on it and going out fishing or what. They didn't go underwater. The ones I seen weren't underwater, but they weren't going to drive themselves out. That's for sure. But we're starting out here at 51 degrees already. We ended up with 2/100 of an inch of rain overnight, and the barometer's dropping at 29.44. Wind, not much of a wind, between 7 and 4 out of the south. And that's probably why we got that big open spot out there in front, that ice blowing over to Canada. And the lake temperature dropped down to 33.6. It was up to 34, but it dropped 0.4 of a degree. So I don't know what's up with that. We had a pretty nice day yesterday. It was a nice family lunch. Just a nice day to be out doing stuff, as long as you didn't have to get in the mud. And we're about out of snow here on the ground. About the only place there's snow is where it's shady most of the day, or snow that's been plowed. But everything pretty much mud, which is great for me. I hope the ground thaws out quick. I got a couple of antenna pole, mast poles I got to dig in and concrete in there for the new place, and hope to get them in before too late in the year, or too late. They've got the house moving along pretty good now since they got heat into it. The gas company showed up and passed inspection, and they turned the gas on, so we got a furnace going, and so it's moving right along with the painting and all that now. And I think they got the elevator scheduled for the first week of March, so it's coming along. So X back to net control.
Mr. Emery, I'm glad to know that the house is coming along well. That's good news. And, yeah, mud, it's pretty icky. There was a lot of snow to melt, and our yard's not quite so beautiful to begin with. I think maybe the rubber companies infiltrated this land around us, and nobody over here has really beautiful grass unless they put sod down, and I'm not too sure you could feed the sod with good soil underneath it, so it's not pretty. But warmer temperatures make it easy to get out and enjoy the day and do what you need to do. Good lunch, that's good. You take good care of yourself. I'll look forward to talking to you next week, if not before. And again, kudos, getting the house up to par. It's moving along quite nicely. 7-3, Scott. Anyone else for the Barometer Net? This is WA8 KOC.
Kilo Alpha LYJ, Bob, motoring in the Magic City.
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8HRF, also mobile.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth.
November 8, Zulu X-Ray Bravo, John, N8 ZXB, not mobile.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Oscar Golf, KFA, DOG, Pete, in and out.
November Tango 8 Delta, NT8D, Dave in Copley.
Nicely done, one and all. No collisions on that round. Congratulations, guys. We got some mobiles I'm going to take care of first. It's good to hear each and every one of you. KA8LYJ. Bob, your beginning of your transmission was broken up, but I heard your voice and I knew it was you. So it's all yours, Pat.
That's weird. That's the first time that's happened. WAKOC, KA8LYJ. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, group. Just trying to get around this garbage truck here. Had the Kiwanis Club meeting this morning. They had the wrestling coach on as the head speaker. I guess our team is doing really well, and they're starting to go through the process of spinning up a girls wrestling team in Barberton. That's something that didn't exist when I was a kid. And other than that, just got a couple of appointments today and heading to the coffee shop for the usual Wednesday morning beverage. This is KA8L.
At the end, KA8L is all I got. As Nick and some of the other guys say, if we can key for a few seconds, then start talking, and then before you unkey, leave a couple seconds after your last verb, that would be pretty good. But anyway, Bob, great to hear you. I did not mean to insult your transmission. The whole rest of it was fine. You take good care of yourself. Enjoy the coffee. Our best to you and your darling bride. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, a great Ash Wednesday, and I'll look forward to talking to you in the near future. 7-3, buddy. W8HRF, good morning, Josh. How's the drive going? It's great to hear from you. You're on duty tonight for trivia, right?
WA8KOC, W8HRF. Good morning, Fred, and all the Barometer netizens. Yes, I've got trivia. I'll see if I can pull something together here. I've got a couple of potentials in the backlog. Not sure if I'm satisfied with them or not. We'll see what happens. So, I may not have too much time to fiddle around with it and make it perfect today. We've got, what we got? I got the slides out for the operation committee to Gary this morning, so that we'll have a good time on Thursday talking about Winter Field Day and how that went, and our preliminary results so far. And what else? Tonight we've got Mass for Ash Wednesday, and what else? The net. So that's what we got going on today. Be a busy day. think that's about all I got. It's nice to see 52 degrees in the mobile, and almost all the snow is gone. It's kind of crazy. Got some car parts ordered too this morning because I got some work to do on the Focus. Hopefully I can get it done this Saturday while the weather's nice, because I think it's going to drop again on Sunday, so we'll see how that goes. But hope you're doing well, Fred. Hope everybody has a good Ash Wednesday and a good Lent. WA8KOC, W8HRF, 7-3 all.
A blessed Ash Wednesday to you and your darling bride and family, Josh. Appreciate having you in here with us, and appreciate what you've done for the club as far as Parks on the Air and Winter Field Day and all the other things you've taken responsibility for. Great job, let me tell you. And although I won't be able to be at the meeting tomorrow night because of a church function, I'm sure that the presentation and preliminary numbers will be great. You take good care of yourself. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I will look forward to talking to you in the near future. 7-3. Brother Christian, KF6POE, WA8KOC, and how are you doing this morning?
W8WKY.
Brother Fred, doing well over here. Gonna put together a couch today to hang out with my wife. We haven't had a comfortable situation to hang out in for a long time, so that'll be good. And then I got a weed whacker I got a gas-powered weed whacker I gotta figure out as the weather gets better here, so I can start curating these grounds. So it should be a technologically advanced day for me, pushing my luck. Wish you all the best. I'll send it back to Net Control 73s, everyone. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth.
Good to hear from you, Christian. Sorry that I don't get the chance to say good morning to you each morning when I'm on here. And I understand life takes a toll and gets busy, but when you're not in here with us, you're missed. You take good care of yourself, enjoy the time with your darling bride. I'm sure it'll be a fabulous time, and good luck on the weed whacker. You know, the electric ones nowadays, the voltage on the batteries, they're pretty powerful, and that way you don't have to spend the money on gas, just recharging the battery. And you're going to spend money on electric anyway, right? You take good care of yourself. I'll say 7-3 and look forward to talking to you soon. N8ZXB, John, good morning. Most of the time you don't stick around, so it's glad to hear you this morning. Maybe you've got a couple of good words for us. WA8KOC.
Hey, good morning to everybody on the Barometer Net. I don't know about good words, but we'll try to make them positive. Nice weather out today. Hey, I'll take the rain over snow. A little bit of tease with spring, but I'll take it. Better than below 20 and below 0. So take it as I get. And boy, hope everybody has a great Ash Wednesday. And be safe out there. And stay positive. And enjoy radio. And hey, ZXB, back to Net.
Great to hear from you, John. Thank you for taking the time to check in with us this morning. A wonderful Ash Wednesday to you also, and hopefully this good weather will allow some people to get out of the house and do the things they need to do. But you stay safe, buddy. I look forward to talking to you next time. 7-3. KF8EOG, P out in Leroy Township was in and out. Peter, if you're still listening, have a great day. Wonderful Wednesday. NTAD, morning, Dave. All yours.
Thank you there, Fred. Good morning. Good morning to all the netizens and all the listeners. Starting out the day at 48 degrees and under beautiful Ohio gray skies here in Copley. I'm looking forward to a little bit of rain. Maybe get a little poor man's car wash going on, get a little salt off it. It's going to come back here next week, I think. Winter is not over, but I will enjoy the respite as much as possible. I'm going to try to get, as I go out and be about doing my business, rolling down the car windows. That's nice. I haven't done that in a long time. Was able to do that yesterday. I forgot to check in on the 700 machine. That's what I wanted to do yesterday. I spent all day in Bay Village yesterday. But it's more local today, so not as much driving. Hope everybody has a good one, a safe one, a wonderful Wednesday. Sorry we'll miss you at the meeting then tomorrow, Fred. But again, those who are interested in doing the fox hunt thing, we're going to try to get that details worked out. Hopefully before the meeting starts, we'll see what happens. I'm planning on getting over to the Casa for a margarita before the meeting. So everybody have a wonderful day. Thanks for taking the call, Fred. 73 NTAD.
NTAD WA8 KOC. Thanks for the check-in, Dave. Appreciate it. You have yourself a wonderful Ash Wednesday. Good luck on the poor man's car wash. Roseanne was so ticked off. We went through the car wash the other day. Her car was looking really sweet. An hour and a half later, ugh. So like I said to somebody else, if I was a smart man, I'd own a car wash because people get their cars washed, they turn right around, find out it's messy again, and they'll go right in and keep fighting. Take care of yourself, Dave. 7-3, talk to you soon. Dave was number 48 on the list this morning. Anyone else that would like to check in on the Barometer Net, I am all ears. WA8 KOC.
Kilo Delta 9, Delta Victor Bravo, Chuck and 7 Lake. KZA, Eric in Strongsville.
If I can pick it up there, I did copy Eric, KE8VZA. Eric, I'll be right back to you. I think you're mobile. There was a KD9 station that checked in. I got the prefix, but I did not get the suffix. Could that station please re-identify for me?
Kilo Delta 9, Delta Victor Bravo, Chuck and Cinnamon Lake.
Thanks, Chuck. I got you that time. Also got Eric, KE8VZA. Anyone else for this round?
November 8, November Hotel Bravo, N8 NHB, Jim in Worcester. I'll be in and out.
KP8LK. Tango Foxtrot, Mike, Erie County. I'll be in and out.
Alrighty then, I added N8 HNB, Jim over in Worcester. I won't say Worcester because that's wrong. Or is it? I got you marked in and out. Thanks, Jim, for being here. KB8LJ and W8TTF. I'm going to get back up to the top here so I don't miss anybody. KD9 DVB. Chuck, good morning. Great to hear you with us this morning. How are you?
Good morning, everyone. This is Chuck, KD9 DVB in Cinnamon Lake. Most of the snow has melted here, but we still have ice on our little lake and had some damage to our dock, so I got to wait for all the ice to melt and then get the dock vendor back in here to give us an estimate to get it fixed. A couple poles on the dock just got bent at about 45 degrees angle. They're, comes from below the water, so whether they shifted the bottom part of the poles or they bent the poles, we won't know until the ice melts. But other than that, doing well over here. It's 49, cloudy, had some rain earlier, and just enjoying the warm weather while it lasts. KD9 DVB, back to net.
KD9 DVB WA8 KOC. All right, Chuck, do appreciate you checking in with us this morning. Want to wish you a wonderful Wednesday, a wonderful Ash Wednesday. Whatever you do, enjoy it, be safe. I'll look forward to talking to you next time. 7-3. Eric, my man, you're up. KE8VZA.
WA8KOC in the group, KE8VZA here. Doing well, Fred. Had a great Fat Tuesday. Happy Ash Wednesday to everybody. And I'm really pushing for Fat Thursday to be a thing, to recover. And anyway, it's just a silly thought that popped in my head last night. Anyway, it's looks like it may be a little sprinkly here. Gray, definitely Ohio gray, as Dave said, up this way as well. and about ready to head out the door and hop in the automobile and head up to the Big W. So everybody have a great day. 7-3, and KE8VZA back to net control.
Good enough, Eric. Appreciate you checking in with us this morning. I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday. Congrats on the Fat Tuesday celebration. Whatever you do, have a good Ash Wednesday. Don't work too hard. I'll look forward to talking to you soon. 7-3. N8, NHB, Jim over in Worcester was in and out. Jim, thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Also, W8TTF, Mike out in Huron was in and out. Thanks, Mike. You folks have a wonderful Wednesday also. KB8LJ, Chuck, wishing you a wonderful Ash Wednesday. Over to you. WA8KOC.
W8WKY.
KOC in the group from KB8LJ. I'm just in the process of terminating the beds on the air subnet I've been running this morning, and about to go grab some breakfast, and looking forward to a moderately warm day. In fact, got a church dinner tonight to go to, and it just might be that if I really feel it's adventuresome, I'll wear a pair of shorts rather than long pants, although my blood circulation is such these days that you better wear warm clothes anytime it isn't really very, very warm. So I'm looking forward to being able to make it down to Richmond and Casa Nueva and Casa Nuestra, excuse me. Got to get my Spanish straight here, and then attending the Sarah meeting and seeing what all's going to be going on there. So with that, KB8LJ, back to net.
All right, Chuck. Well, if you choose to go to the service this evening, dressing in shorts, I don't know. You might tempt some of those wonderful young ladies. I don't know. I think I'd keep the long pants on, pal. I'll say 7-3 to you. Hopefully you have a wonderful Wednesday. You were encircled by N8 NHB, Jim over in Worcester, and W8TTF, Mike out in Huron. And that's the bottom of the list so far. I'm sure Kerry would like to get to number 55, and I need one more check-in to give him that if he's the last one. Any other stations for the Barometer Net? We'll make it last call this morning, as I see my clock says 8:21. Anyone else?
November 8, Lima Tango Radio on RF, the way it should be. Good morning, Fred.
WA8KOC in the net, Whiskey 8 Tango Delta. In and out, please, Fred.
Foxtrot, Quebec Zulu, mobile. I'll do a quick in and out, too.
We just had a collision. Both stations had a little bit low audio. Those stations, could you please re-identify for me?
November 8, Foxtrot, Quebec Zulu, mobile. I'll quick in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie, Foxtrot Charlie, landing drum, so in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Julius Papa, Quebec, KE8, JPQ, it's Chris, mobile. Good morning, Fred, and all of that, but I'm going to be in and out.
If I can get one more, I'll give Kerry number 60. Any other takers?
W8CRD, Cody and Canal Fulton. In and out this morning, Fred.
WACRD, WA8KOC, affirmative. Cody, I got you marked in and out. Thank you for checking in with us. I appreciate it. Whatever you do, have a wonderful Wednesday. Stay safe, pal. I did copy WATD, my brother John, over in Wadsworth, in and out. N8FQZ, mobile in and out. KF8CFC, in and out. Randy, thanks. KE8JPQ, Chris over in Hinckley was in and out. Brother Chris, thank you very much. And W8CRD, Cody was in and out. That leaves me one more. N8LTR and RF the way it should be. Good morning, William. I hope you're doing well so far. What's new?
Oh, good morning, Fred. Honestly, not a lot. I see we have our marvelous dark gray Ohio veneer out there painting the landscape. Yippee. At least the snow is disappearing, so that's good there. Not much today. I got a bunch of housework to get accomplished, and then I'm going to see if I can spend a little time inside the RV before the weather kind of flips back to wintry conditions on the weekend. So, yeah, that's about it. And I'm going to try and get to the club meeting tomorrow. So I'll keep it short, Fred. You got to stack up. So turn back to you. WAKOC and NLTR.
All right, Bill. Well, the nice part is if you're going to spend some time on the RV, it's going to be a little bit better temperatures to do it in. So there you go. You got that for it. Hopefully you and the cats are doing well, and everything is looking up on your end. I'll be in touch in the near future. If you need anything, give me a holler. And I think I'm going to talk to our buddy John, KA8GKG, a little bit later on this morning. Take good care of yourself. Talk to you soon, Bill. As I said, W8TD John was in and out. Thanks, John. N8FQZ Len, mobile in and out. Thanks, Len. KF8CFC Randy out in Jeromesville in and out. Thanks, Randy. KE8JPQ Chris over in Hinckley in and out. And W8CRD Cody and Canal Fulton in and out. That was the last call. I'm going to give a 6-second pause. You like the way I do this, Kerry? I'm going to give a 6-second pause. And if nobody else wants to check in, Kerry, it's going to be all yours at number 60 this morning. This is WA8KOC for the Barometer Net.
Alpha, Bravo 8, Alpha Victor, AB8AB. Morning, Fred, and the rest of the people out there.
AB8AV, WA8KOC, Joe. Good morning. Good to hear you. I went to the doctor Monday. I thought I was going to get released completely from my foot so I can get on the bike later this week. Going to have some nice warm temperatures. But you know what? He said, no, you got to wait another 2 weeks. He took the stitches out. Everything looks good, but he does not want me walking a lot or being on the bike or driving. Yeah, right. Joe, good morning. How the heck are you? Good to hear you.
Fred, I'm glad the doctors are concerned enough to say to stay off of it for a while. But when you're ready, I'll be ready to go. I was riding yesterday outside. It was a nice, pleasant day. Today looks like rain. So in about 2 weeks, it might be warmer, and I can try the trails. They may have dried off. Back to you, Fred.
I'm really looking forward to it. I'll tell you, the fresh air, just wonderful. Exercise, get the lungs in operation fully. The only thing is, this sedentary lifestyle, having to have my foot up all the time, is a pain in the rear. But glad to hear you this morning. Thanks for being here. Anything else for the net?
That's all, Fred, except you might encourage Kerry to join us on one of our rides. And with that, I'll just say 73s, and over to you, AB8AB.
Joe, I'll say 73 to you also. I've been trying to encourage Kerry to come with us, and we've got a couple of others that would like to come along. One being Brian, KZ8BLG, down in Canal Fulton. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to pick a Saturday morning when everybody's got a little bit of extra time. We can all get together. We'll fill up the trails, that's for sure. You take good care of yourself. Have a wonderful Ash Wednesday. Be safe. I'll talk to you soon. 6-second pause. Once again, nobody in here in 6 seconds. Carrie, it's all yours at number 61. This is WA8 KOC for the Barometer Net.
Well, I guess it's my turn there, Fred. W8CTM here. And closing the net out. Great net, Fred. 61 check-ins. Boy, I tell you, that's a good net. It was enjoyable this morning. Hope everybody else enjoyed it. Well, Fred, I did get my e-trike out yesterday and put a few miles on it. Not too many, about 6 miles is all, but it was really a nice day out there. There was no wind to fight or, that kind of stuff, so it was a good day to ride. Today doesn't look, like Joe said, doesn't look near as nice as yesterday did, but the temperature's there, but just got that good old Ohio gray out there. There's no doubt about that. And looks like the next few days might be a little too cool to ride, so got it in anyhow. Well, anyway, that's about all I have this morning. Hope everybody has a wonderful Wednesday out there, and it's a pretty nice day. I guess we're going to get rain. It's not raining here yet, but it looks like we're going to get some later on, so we'll take it. Anything beats the white stuff coming down, so but we might get a little bit of that this weekend or next week, so we'll take it as it comes. Anyway, that's about all I have this morning. I do want to ask everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do. And yesterday was National Random Act of Kindness Day, so that's if you did a random act of kindness yesterday, you were on the list, the national list. That's a good thing. Anyway, that's all I have this morning. Hope everybody has a great day and the rest of the week goes well for everybody. And just enjoy these reasonably warm days for this time of year for sure. It's anytime it gets in the 50s in February, or at least the last 2 years, I did ride my trike last year when it was in the 50s in February and had to get it out yesterday. So anyway, that's all I have. Everybody have a great one, and we'll turn it back to WA8KOC to wrap it up. And Fred, hopefully your foot will get, you'll be in great shape in a couple weeks there. Your doctor's looking out for you, that's all, and probably don't want any mishaps. So with that, 73 all, and back to you, Fred, to wrap it up.
Carrie, thank you for being in here as our closer each morning. You don't know how much we appreciate it. Congratulations to you on number 61 this morning. I wonder what the answer is to that. 42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. I wonder what 61 is. Thanks for being here with us. Thanks for being our closer. I hope you have a wonderful Ash Wednesday. Yeah, my pal Dr. Kandikar. He's a good guy. I wasn't real happy with the information he gave me Monday, but that's okay. That's all right. He's doing his job, like you said, and a couple other people have said. Take good care of yourself, Carrie. I'll say 7-3 and talk to you soon, and appreciate your patience in waiting to help close the net out. I'd like to thank all these other stations that checked in with me, all my pals, friends. Sincerely appreciate the chance to say good morning to you guys, and I hope you enjoy the Barometer Net as much as the rest of us do. And on that light, any other people who are listening on scanners, Broadcastify, or other devices, if you'd like to get an FCC license and come and join us, you can go to w8wky.org. That is Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's website. And if you go over to the far right Education tab, you can drop down and find BE test sessions scheduled, and they're headed up by N8WB Stefan, the lead for the VE team he's assembled, who have done a great job licensing I don't know how many amateurs in the last 8 years or so, maybe even 10 years now as it started. They do a great job, never a problem, and they'd love to have you come in to test out. Taking a pause for time. 35 plus years ago, Garlock, K8BYR, Dorothy WBH, HEW, and Tom, K8DSD got together on the air, started sharing information about whatever was interesting, weather, gardening, many, many topics. And we're continuing on with this little affair 35 plus years later, recognizing them for starting it out for us, and also recognizing our net control emeritus, Ron, KDA-CVS. He handled this net Monday through Saturday all by himself for multiple years. So with that, everybody enjoy the warmer temperatures we got here in northeastern Ohio. Elsewhere, wishing everybody a wonderful Ash Wednesday. Enjoy, and we will do this all again tomorrow morning, starting at 7 a.m. with Gary, AA8CS. He'll be at the helm. And remember all the nets we've got going on for the rest of the day today, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, Board and Breaker Net for 2 hours. This evening, 9:30 p.m., early check-ins for the Beacon Net, and 10 p.m. this evening, the Beacon Net main starts. So with that, I'll say thanks to everybody. Everybody have a wonderful Ash Wednesday. I'll return the repeater back to normal amateur use at 8:34 a.m. with 61 check-ins. WA8 KOC clear.